Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder. Today we're diving into Shineco Incorporated, ticker symbol SSE. I hope you're ready, because this company seems to be selling shares like they're going out of style, which might leave existing shareholders feeling a bit watered down. Before we get started, if you appreciate getting straight insights from corporate documents, make sure you're subscribed. We also have a Discord community linked in the description below where you can discuss these filings with other investors. So what's the story here? Shineco just announced they're selling a whole bunch of their stock to investors outside the US. We're talking millions of shares, but why? And what does it mean for the company and everyone who already owns a piece of it? Let's decode this filing and find out. Alright, the meat of the matter starts with what's called Item 1.001, Entry into a Material Definitive Agreement. That's just SEC speak for, hey, we made a big deal. Turns out Shineco entered into a Securities Purchase Agreement, or SPA, with some investors who aren't based in the United States. In simple words, the company agreed with a bunch of foreign investors on an agreement to sell them shares. Now here's where it gets interesting. These investors are buying the shares severally and not jointly. That means each investor is responsible for buying their own chunk of shares, not responsible for each other. It's like everyone's ordering from the same menu but paying their own bills. If one investor backs out, the others aren't on the hook. How many shares are we talking about? A whopping 18 million shares. That's a lot of new stock hitting the market. And the price just $0.75 a share. Keep that number in mind because it gives us clues about how the market values this company. It's very important to note that these buyers are not US residents, and they promise they are not buying for the benefit of any US resident. This allows them to not register with the SEC and avoid heavy regulation of the trade. So how much money is Shineco expected to get from selling these shares? About $13.5 million before they pay all the fees and expenses. There is also a clause that says that for the deal to go through, the company will have to get the green light from NASDAQ. Basically, the stock exchange in which the company's stock is listed is required to approve the stock offering. This is pretty standard for a stock issuance like this. If you are interested in digging even deeper, you can check out Exhibit 10.1. This is the actual securities purchase agreement. You can find out all the nitty-gritty details that we are not covering here. Next up is Item 3.02, Unregistered Sales of Equity Securities. This basically means Shineco is confirming they're selling these shares without registering them with the Securities and Exchange Commission, the SEC, and now. What does all this mean? It looks like Shineco needs cash, and they're getting it by selling a big chunk of their company to foreign investors at a pretty low price. Selling unregistered shares to foreign investors can be quicker and easier than a registered public offering in the US pen, so what's my take on all this? First off, anytime a company issues a ton of new shares, it usually dilutes the value of existing shares. Think of it like slicing a pizza into more pieces. The pizza is still the same size, but each slice is smaller. So existing shareholders might see their ownership stake and the value of their shares decrease. Also, the fact that they're selling shares at $0.75 might signal that the company is having trouble raising money at a higher price. It raises the question, why not borrow money? Why not find other ways to fund their operations? On the other hand, if Shineco uses this $13.5 million wisely, it could fuel growth and create value in the long run. Maybe they have a fantastic plan for expansion or a groundbreaking new product in the works. It's all about how they use the money. One thing I will say, the stock is indeed very cheap. A company worth 13.5 M is not big, but it is also not a small sum. Perhaps there is upside in betting in such a small cap company. Overall, I'd say Shineco is at a crossroads. This stock offering could be a necessary step towards growth, or it could be a sign of deeper problems. It really depends on what happens next. What do you think? Is Shineco a diamond in the rough, or should investors be wary? Let me know in the comments below. If you found this breakdown helpful, please hit that like button and subscribe for more corporate decoder videos. And don't forget to join our Discord community in the description below to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.